Okay. All right, we're live. Hey, how are you? Good to see everybody again. I think this is going live on Facebook. This is the way we hope we have it planned. But we're the Smash Brothers.
And it's Super Bowl Sunday with the Smash Brothers. Let's give it up. Oh, Viking strong.
Viking strong. That's right. VK Nation. So if you're listening to us on Facebook, we appreciate it. Super Bowl Sunday.
Oh, man, a lot of festivities.
A lot of stuff going on. I don't even know how you're paying attention to us because you're probably out having a couple beers, cracking some bourbons, and having some good food prior to Super Bowl.
That will change, Smash Brother. That will change at 22:10. I promise you that.
22:10.
That will change.
There you go. So we haven't been around for a while. A lot of things going on, busy schedules. You know it all. You see it all. You see it on Facebook. You hear it all around the neighborhoods and all that. So a lot of things happening locally, and we're gonna just touch on a few things. But first, a little recap from what the Smash Brothers have been doing. And Smash Brother, what are you up to, man?
Oh, man, we got a lot of things going on. We had to play some rounds of golf back in from the back being a DL for the back injury. And I even hate to say the word injury. That word infuriates me.
On the DL.
DL, man. Let's leave it like that. I strained my back around December 21st, whatever. But I played 2 rounds of golf.
Yeah.
Patriots Glen yesterday with Dano, his father-in-law, Michael, and myself. And Patriots Glen, let me tell you something. That's the course. That's the course where they're investing. That's the course where it's still reasonable. A lot of amenities. It's really nice, and they're getting new golf carts. They're going to bring. They're only waiting for the spring, so they don't get them all wrecked up now. And they got GPS, Wi-Fi, and all the good stuff.
Air conditioning?
No AC, Smash Brother. We still deal with the elements
because that course gets hot. Now you know that the way the greens are, even number one, you're teeing off and you're going right into the soup. At the green.
Oh, yeah, you got some marshals around. Yeah, you
got a lot of fans. How many fans are on that? There's at least four holes of fans.
I don't know, man.
I remember that.
Well, I'll tell you something right now. They're changing a lot of things around. They might have took the fans out. I don't know, but the greens are looking good. It's a whole new group there. A lot of young people in the management there. Really friendly, really nice. And I played Odessa National with a good friend of mine from work, Mike. Another Mike, a lot of Mikes over there.
You've had a week of Mikes.
It's
all Mikes all over.
He's a great guy. So. We go way back, and we played a nice round. It was good to catch up. And Odessa National was in good shape, for the winter. What do you expect? But still out there swinging clubs in February. So Smash Brother, we got to get out there. We got to get out there.
I know. I got to get around in here, get tuned up before we get a chance to get away. But hey, listen, we see eight or so people joining us. If you're joining us for the first time live, we are the Smash Brothers, and we like to talk about golf, what you do on a golf course, what you can get away with on a golf course, how do you have fun on a golf course, how you can hack your way around the golf course.
Have to have fun on golf.
Right, plus, we talk about a lot of other things as well.
19th hole activities.
19th hole activities. We talk about golf trips. We talk about what's happening here locally in our Wilmington area, and
yes, we do.
The news of the day and stuff like that. So if you are joining us and you're not from the area, stay tuned. We can be somewhat entertaining, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
We got a lot of fun.
Yeah, we got to have our openings and stuff like that.
Yep.
And speaking of that, we got the Chiefs right here. So a little story about this hat. 12 years old, Huber Sporting Goods. Anybody remember that downtown?
Huber's.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Took my paper route money and my good buddy Cap. He was a Raiders fan. He bought a pullover. Raiders. And I
told Kelso.
Kelso.
Yeah.
Raider Nation.
Raider Nation. And by the way, before I forget, if you want to put comments in, we should be able to see your comments. We're using StreamYard. You can post them in there, and we may be able to see them. I'll tell you the truth. I'm getting used to the live events here with StreamYard. So anyway, a lot of go back. It was the AFC West. We had Denver, still the same, but Denver, Raiders, KC, and
San Diego used to be in there.
San Diego Chargers,
used to be in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they're all up and coming. I mean, Raiders are doing. They're going to be really good. I think they'll challenge next year.
It's going to be a hell of a division. But Andy Reid, man, Big Red, you got to root for Big Red. I mean, you talk about the area and stuff like that.
Oh, Big Red's all part of it.
All the years he was in Philadelphia, a huge part of the community, just a solid guy from day one. I got him right underneath Lombardi.
Well,
I got him right underneath Lombardi.
You know what? I tell you, man,
he's right underneath Lombardi.
He's going for the GOAT. He's going for GOAT status of everybody, even Big B up in Boston. Andy,
that guy don't count for
wins and losses, but I get where you got
Brady.
Right.
That's a coattail ride. I mean, I could have coached that team.
Right.
At least I like to think I could have.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we got to go now.
Yeah. So the game tonight at 6:20, right?
Something like that. That's Lansing. Oh my God.
And I guess we'll wait to see if Taylor Swift actually proposes to Tay-Tay.
I don't know. That's like back in the day, the biggest story from Sports Story and a star would be Marilyn Monroe and Joe DiMaggio, right? Think about that. When has there ever been a big time name in sports,
right? Big
time pop star together? The only one I can remember. Somebody weigh in and see if they can remember another relationship with so much pop, and even back then, there was hardly nowhere near the media.
No,
but they got a lot of attention.
Right, they do. These guys. What you got going today is
Joe wasn't happy with the
but you still have a lot going on with these two. Yeah,
whatever.
But Taylor with Swift and Kelsey together. Let's look. There's pros and cons. People out there saying no, it's just no good for the game and all this other. My opinion is this. Listen. If you think sports are all sports now, you're crazy. It's entertainment. So let's face it, this is all part of the entertainment package of the NFL. That's what they could not be more happier that this budding romance started this season. And everybody's saying, well, it's all fixed. The Chiefs are going to win, and they're a part of it. And I even saw a thing today where they're after this construction worker who was building Agilent Stadium, and he supposedly put a Chiefs Kingdom flag in center at the 50-yard mark. He buried it in the concrete under the floor. And they came out with that, and they were like, okay, are you real? And they actually questioned this guy. And this guy's holding out, man. He's not saying it's true or not true. So he's got a lot of people at Agilent Stadium and Raider Nation like, dude, man, you can't do that. Because the Raiders haven't beat the Chiefs ever since they moved into Agilent. So they're 0-4, and they're looking like a streak like the Babe Ruth jinx, and then the GOAT in Chicago, where Chicago Cubs didn't win the championship because a barkeeper came in with his GOAT. They kicked him out, and he said, "You're never going to win another one." They dropped 2 games, lost the series, and they're done
till
for like 106 years.
It was a long time, man.
And same with Boston. Boston traded Babe to the Yanks. They didn't win until when?
It was to pay a little debt off too, because guy needed to raise money because he owed the people that you don't want to owe money to, because then he wouldn't be able to do anything back then. So that's how the Yanks got the Babe, and he got his $125,000.
There you go.
Yeah.
So
can you imagine? And then speaking of that, DiMaggio, which is we talked about him in Maryland. The Yanks bought him from San Francisco, where Michael played independent baseball. But anyway, $25,000.
Really?
That's what the Yankees paid for $25,000
for Joe DiMaggio.
For Joe DiMaggio.
Wow.
And he had 2 other brothers that played baseball too. I think one did make it to the pros, and the other one, I don't know what happened. But so that's it's just a great history of sports, and sports is a good thing. And we get back today what sports is. So you got a great valid point. Since Taylor Swift has been involved with the NFL, apparel sales have been through the charts. Everybody's making money. It's just a great thing, and they're a happy couple. And
they're a real deal. I think I'd love to think about it.
It's a great. It's a cool thing. It
now,
really is.
The latest was Jason. Was it Jason? No, Travis. Travis purchased a suite at the Agilent Stadium for this game at a cost of $1 million to have both families, the Swifts and the Kelseys, all together in this suite. $1 million for a suite for a day. That's
And there's a lot of money there,
man.
man. I mean, there's a lot of money in this
It's Vegas,
period.
baby.
It's
Vegas.
It's
It's Vegas, baby.
Come on. It's a
You know,
who had the dream for Vegas? We're going to talk about history.
Yeah.
Who was that dream? Sports fans out there, who was that dream of Vegas? The Flamingo. Great movie. Warren Beatty played him.
Oh, it was Capone.
No,
No.
Seagull.
Buzz Siegel.
That's right. That was his baby. That was his baby.
Put him out in the desert and let him run wild.
And he was originally from the Lucky Luciano's family.
Yeah.
And they were the first commission of the 5 families of New York City.
There you go.
If you believe in that stuff.
They're
all fiction books anyways.
No, fiction, huh?
Yeah,
really?
I think so. I don't know.
All right. Okay.
History's out there, but who knows? I don't know. That could be a rumor.
I would say that it's not a rumor. It's the real deal.
But anyways, that's a little history with Vegas. There you go. And that was his vision, and that was talked about in Godfather 2, and that's a true story. That was his vision for soldiers and everything, and people coming together to have a little fun in a country that was, didn't have anything like that. And he put it in a desert, and they did that in a desert.
And now look at it.
Look at it. And here we got the Super Bowl.
Now you know what they lost to Oakland. They didn't get Oakland. The Oakland A's. They decided to stay in Oakland. They're building a whole new baseball stadium.
They need baseball in Oakland. They need something.
They need something
positive, something where it's a good sports. Sports is just a great thing, all around sports, and kids can get involved with the game and learn baseball and participate, drives little league and travel ball, and get kids doing things that are creative instead of other things, which nobody likes those.
Right,
could be.
Hopefully you guys got some comments. We're here live on Facebook. It's our first time we've actually been live on Facebook through StreamYard, and I'm kind of used to it with doing some other podcasts, especially with Carm Capriato. But yeah, this is a pretty good. We've got things going on here locally. We've got local stuff. Some shout outs to a few people that were doing some great things, namely the people at the Polar Plunge. Right here,
there
Polar Plunge.
Man. His son-in-law's there.
Oh yeah, my son-in-law Steve. One of my service advisors, Jackie McCullough from Millsboro.
Oh, okay.
And we had some family down. It was cold. It was 41 degrees, both water temperature and air temperature. So we kind of a lot of stability there, which wasn't bad. But I'll tell you, 41-degree water is still goddamn cold.
Tell the fans what I did for support of you.
Oh, yeah. My Smash brother here gets out. He sends me an early morning pic. He's out in the surf. He's up to his knees, and he's smoking a big stogie, and he's saying cheers. Yeah. Now, that's good support, bro.
Damn right, Smash brother.
So we actually we were able to raise like $2,800 with all of our friends, family, and colleagues, which came in great. And then the event itself raised over $1.5 million. Largest crowd of 4,300 people.
I had heard
there, and they had asked us to bring one more person for 2025, which will be February 2nd, 2025. Make sure that if you want, get involved. It's a lot of fun. It really is a lot of fun, and it's a hell of a challenge to get yourself psyched up to go in that ocean at 40 degrees or whatever temperature that's going to be. Because man, it's chilly, baby. It's chilly.
Bro. So I got. Is it one more person to sponsor, or is it one more person to
bring
support?
To support. Well, whatever.
So if
you had 4,300, a known capital, right?
You bring us in, and
yep.
then Michael jumps in the water.
And then, what about you?
I'll be taking a picture.
Yeah, there you go. He's the photon guy. Yeah, but it was a great crowd, and what was great about it, really, it's our first time there, so I really didn't get the whole vibe of the whole place. We went there for the plunge, but it's a whole weekend. There's a 5K. There's kids thing, dude, for kids. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Sunday, you've got of course, the plunge, but all of the shops are open. The town of Rehoboth is becoming a full-time situation, and it's
beautiful.
It's beautiful. It really is.
It really is.
It's crowded. We had a parking jam, coming out of Rehoboth Avenue. We took a break and went to Dogfish Head and had some lunch and some libations to
Yeah,
celebrate.
Franny said hotels, all the hotels were sold out.
They were sold out.
He said, yeah, because he was giving me the lowdown. He said,
Yeah.
I didn't realize it was that big. To be honest with you,
I didn't either. But now we know. And now, if next year, if one person brings another person, that's 43 plus 43 or 8,600. You're almost doubling it, right? I mean,
yeah, man.
Yeah, one more person. So that's a lot there. So think about February 2nd, 2025. Get yourself geared up, start raising some funds, and come on down and have some fun. So we had a blast.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We'll be down there because that's we already got our annual golf card game.
Yeah, your card game down there. That's right.
Scheduled down in Dewey. So we'll be there January 30th to the 4th.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I'm going to just check. I can't seem to see anything going on here, but I'm going to check the phone to see if we got any. Oh, we got Jay DeWitt. We got some people talking stuff here. Hey, man, we can't see your. Damn, we can't see your stuff.
I can't see it.
We can't see it.
Sorry.
Ryan Kennedy, Schumann. Let's see, Jan Snyder, Kathy D. They're all tailgating. Dave Dubkowski, Ryan Kennedy.
Oh, cool.
Double take seeing the boys in the Buckley Clubhouse. I like that. The Buckley Clubhouse. There you go.
Oh, man, we had a lot of clubhouses back in the day.
We did
Your
too.
basement, my basement.
Oh, my gosh.
Out the tree forts.
Yeah. So
I like that. Buckley's.
The clubhouse.
Clubhouse.
Well, Ryan Kennedy, who is just an amazing person, if you ever get a chance to see him, engage with Ryan. He's the one that does the Coach for Kids in Newport. And, he's a birthday brother, January 18th.
Wow.
So,
okay.
Yeah. So, him and I, we got a connection. We're 40 years apart, but we got this little connection. So, so Ryan, you tell how us on 118. That's our number, 118. So.
And then we got to get out, play some golf because you really want to play a round of golf with us.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, Ryan.
We're going to play some together.
Ryan and Tom Riccio.
There you go.
We got to get Tommy.
Tommy, where you been, Tommy?
Tommy's out there somewhere.
Big time book.
Right.
Great book. And I'm still waiting for him to sign it. And then you don't see Tommy. Tommy, what are you on? All these, events with the authors? What do you call them? Signing, book signings.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Tommy. Let's hear from you.
Let's go, bud. Let's go.
Yeah, we know you're a Facebook guy.
Yeah, he's out there.
Yeah, he's out
doing
there.
All kinds of stuff.
I'm so glad I got to know him, man. He's a nice fellow.
I know. He's
a nice fellow.
He is something else. He's a hell of a realtor.
Heck of a book, man. Oh, my God.
Yeah, I got to read the book. I haven't had a chance to read the book.
I believe it's a life after death. Life before death.
Life before death.
Life before death.
And we've talked about that before. Yeah.
Live
yourself. Live your life.
Did a great job with that, Tom.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah.
So, well, good.
Yeah,
good.
Wife enjoyed it too. Marguerite read it.
Okay.
She needed something like that.
Tommy, you're holding out on me, buddy. You're holding out, man. Come on. Where's my copy? Come on.
Amazon.
All right. I get it now.
Money's in the coffin, so you write another book.
He wants to go to that number one list.
Hey, real quick, while I'm thinking about, we're talking about other things and what to do. So, the Fritzkee Brothers, Melody Trucks, and the Fritzkee Brothers are going to be at the Kenneth Flash Sunday, February 18th. Tickets are $20. I believe the show starts at 7. Get there, and that Kenneth Flash got a cool deal. You can bring a cooler, beer, a couple bottles of wine, whatever you like. It's $5 cover for them, and then you can get pizzas there, homemade pizzas and stuff like that. So it's come on out and support Melody Trucks and the Fritzkee Brothers and their band. You won't be disappointed.
No, you won't be.
Yeah, Melody's daughter of a late drummer of the Alma Brothers, Butch Trucks. And just a wonderful person, keeping the music alive and inspiring other musicians.
Yeah,
because she took over Butch's camp up in New York, and that's how she met the Fritzkee Brothers when they were up there, the music camp.
Yeah,
and that was what he started back in the day. I believe JMO was in on that too, and it's amazing how much connection the Allmans have in New York.
Well, if you want to see it, really, it comes down to this: if you want to see two amazing young musicians from Sussex County, you want to go to Kenneth Flash. They don't play Wilmington that much. They haven't been on the circuit up here. They're trying to break into this area. Melody is their mentor, teacher. She's bringing them on the road. She's giving them they've got the chops.
Oh, their music's phenomenal.
Those two boys are just something special to see. when you watch them play together, it is they're one with each other. I mean, there's no gap here. So
they're on the top 10 for their song. You know their song that they released? It's original.
Yeah, it's all original.
Oh yeah, in the independent college charts, they made the top. That song made top 10.
Give me all your love.
Give me all your love. There you go.
Yeah. Very good.
Alec,
great tune.
And Drew, Fritzkee, and their mom, Shauna, and Andy. They're just tremendous people. They were all around Florida. They just got back from Florida.
Yeah, they did. So
so nice commercial.
Yeah, definitely go and check them out. And if you haven't been to Kenneth Flash for a show, you're missing out, because it's a great little. I want to say like a boutique stage area, but it's very small, very intimate, very small, kind of like Paul's room, just a different layout. These places.
I think it holds a little bit more.
It does hold a little bit more. It's got like a back area, but both are going to be.
That's elevated too.
Yeah, it's going to be both. They're both under 100 seats, I believe.
Are they?
I think.
We'll find out.
But the thing is,
Smash Brothers will be there.
When you go to these locations, they're kind of like, I know Paul's like a listening room, so it's respectful to be a little bit more quiet. You're into the artist, and the three play. I'm going to back up because there's a third place, right? And the News Journal put out an article this week regarding the old country store, the St. George's Country Store.
Oh, Gino Fontana.
And Gino Fontana. Right?
Fontana.
And they failed to mention Gino's contribution to bringing blues artists to Delaware Blues. Right.
He's president.
And
founder, I think. I don't know, one of them.
If you read the article, they highlighted the Cajun style food that Gino serves. And you can get some good gumbo. You can get a lot of good jambalaya.
We had the jambalaya that
one time.
Did. With the cornbread.
With the cornbread, and it's delicious.
A little bourbon.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If you're looking for, it's 45 seats only that are available to listen. Now, Gino gets a lot of the top blues artists that are floating around the country, and if they have an open day or they're passing through, they're going to call Gino up, and they're going to, hey, Gino, man, can I play a gig? And it's either to warm up, practice something new, introduce a new song, new band member, tighten things up. And they love the room because acoustically, it's insanely great. It's small and intimate, but let me tell you, some of the major very nostalgic.
Yeah.
I mean, you've got all the.
It's really neat to have.
It is,
that.
And literally, it's right under the St. George's Bridge.
Yeah.
So that's one spot. Paul's room in Lewis is another one. Mick, we go there a lot, and we have a lot of artists, a lot of good connections. Kenneth Flash is the other one. Very small, intimate, like you're in a club. And
to have these kind of venues is just
and having the artists with them, I tell you, it's the best way to see music anymore. So but anyway, I want to make a final correction here because my good buddy Ryan Kennedy, I must have said the wrong number because I said 40 years apart. We're not 40; we're 20 years apart. Oh. So my apologies.
Okay, all right, we got that straight.
Okay. That means that wait a minute, we haven't had an invite to the Mudsuckers Club, and that's where I have been trying my best to get to the Mudsuckers Club. And Ryan, I promise you that we will be attending a session of a good session of whatever's at the Mudsucker Club pretty soon.
Where's this at?
Oh well, you don't know.
No,
you don't know.
No.
Listen,
no intel.
The Mudsuckers Club, I heard, is a very exclusive, very private.
You got to get in there with cigars and bourbon.
I heard that is a key to get in. I think that is a key to get in.
What do we need? Kits, shoe bags. We can stuff everything in the shoe bag. Is that what it takes?
Yeah. So we'll have to rely on Ryan to get us to make that happen for us. But yeah, that's going to be good. So anyway, so we're a Super Bowl Sunday, and let's break into some of the local stuff. We can't ignore it. We know that we have some really good friends, and if you notice, I'm wearing my St. E's Vikings shirt, and we've had a lot of controversy this week from VK Nation.
Yeah.
What's going on?
That's a tough thing there. It's out in the public, so we're not talking anything that nobody doesn't know about or wants to hear about anyways, but it's just terrible. A lot of good things are going to go to the wayside, I think, with this move. That's going to prevent itself a different type of climate at St. Elizabeth's. There's no doubt.
I think, well,
There's
St.
no
Louis
question
is
in my mind.
changing. There's no question it's going to change.
Yeah.
It's the way that this all went down. It was pretty cold, pretty quick. Sometimes.
Certainly, because I just had a meeting on the golf Wednesday night because Joe wanted me to get involved as a golfer to bring some perspectives, and I'll tell you what, that committee we had a heck of a tournament lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Took away the mulligans, took away some of the stuff that was going to be out. We got people not complain about, say it just takes a lot of time for these different little fundraisers. So we changed that around. I don't know where that's at. Who knows? I don't know.
Yeah, because Joe was part of all that. He was building it up.
He was a part of enough for me.
Right.
Like I said, man, I texted Joe that this morning. He said, he brought me back to St. Elizabeth.
Well, Joe had that.
There's no question about that.
Joe could do that. He'd reach out to you and he'd ask, and he asked myself and you and a bunch of others that that had deep roots. And Mick and I went there for 12 years. In fact, that's how we got to be Smash Brothers.
Oh yeah, we talked about that.
Started in first grade, and we've been together ever since. And so have a lot of our friends and others that have gone through St. E's, and we've watched St. E's go from a small neighborhood Catholic school with 1 through 12, which what it was, and that was the era of what Catholic schools and churches were all about. Your parishes. Then with now and today, if you're not regional or you're not stretching beyond your neighborhoods, you're actually going behind. You're falling behind. And in St. Elizabeth's case, I think it's a matter of where they really want to push a new agenda, and I just think that they're throwing it down the throats of a lot of.
Well, I kind of you see it that way, and that's a real good thing. But let's face it, we persevere through a lot of things in school and stuff like that, getting through it. And so we know some things there. And to be honest with you, I don't, it might have been a restructure, but it was an instantaneous restructure.
It was that's the thing.
And that's the thing. Not that nobody deserves. Look, I know Joe Pitt since single digit days. My grandfather's house was right across from his house where he grew up at.
Right.
Joe Pitt was straight as can be and always will be. Class act in this community and up and down the state.
Well, the whole Papilli family.
One of the 3 famous Joes of Delaware.
Yeah, the whole Papilli family, every one of them.
Oh, absolutely.
Great family, great people.
It's just tremendous. Oh my God!
Yeah.
And a tremendous name in the community, and that community support and resources. It's going to be missed for a guy like me. And I'll be honest. Like I said, when I graduated, when they did things, and we don't have to get into weeds. Well, but I didn't do anything for all them years of St. Louis. You know what I mean? I didn't do fundraisers. It just left the bitter taste in my mouth. But with Joe's appearance, and then I saw the sacrifice he left the marshals.
Yeah.
To be the AD.
Right.
And what kind of more commitment you're going to get? A top-notch law enforcement, a presidential employee leaves that position.
Yeah.
To take over his life dream.
Yep. Well, we want to say hi to Nick Joffrey, Gary Bankos, Nick Michaels, Nicky, how you doing, buddy? And then Mike Dunning is on. Hey, Mike, how you been? I hope you're well. We're, if you know Smash Brothers, we're out here, and occasionally we go on the air and just start yakking and talking and doing everything what we want to do. Right now, we're in the throes of some controversy here at Clayton and Rodney with the new regime, and out with the old, in with the new, I guess. But I think for you and I, what we did, we went through one of the most tumultuous periods of St. Elizabeth's.
One of them.
Well, from the time we were in first grade to the time we graduated high school,
game.
Whole thing. I mean,
there's no question about that. I thought you just talking.
Nah, St. Elizabeth's, St. E's was a hotbed of controversy from the wrong type. With everything that was going on with the priest and the funds, and boy, it was everything. So this is probably just in a long line of stuff. And to tell you the truth, I said this yesterday at our breakfast. It's tough to believe in the Diocese of Wilmington. I'm going to say that right there because I've witnessed it at our parish here locally. The one at St. Matt's, and it's been nothing but chaos since these changes have come in. Now, I'm not privy to all of the ins and outs that the diocese will see. I see the results. The consolidation that took place, my thinking was, well, why did it go to Corpus Christi when St. Matt's was logistically much better? Why is St. Anthony's standalone? St. Hedwig's, you had them that came into Corpus Christi along with St. Elizabeth's, and then you could have even attracted over in Newcastle St. Peter's. So a lot of things that I don't understand, and maybe I'm not meant to understand it, but when you see it live, and then now you see the results when you have buildings that are abandoned, properties being sold off, you know, a lot of stuff going on, and it doesn't make a lot of people happy. The parishes that are for the people start to disintegrate, and they become non-believers, not so much in their faith, but they became non-believers in what the parishes were all about. And it's a slow decline in community efforts, community participation. And I think that's fact. I think it's what's going to happen.
Well, you know, it's something, you know, because even in the whole relationship between civilian life and the civilian, you know, people in the parish working with clergy and the administrative, you know, the church is the world of Rome, right? And we are the sheep out there, and we get herded up. And so it's always like, you know, so, you know, we can't say for their organization and their administration reasoning, you know what I mean? It's always in the name of the church. And the effect of it is with people that are in the community, right? So you can never lose that sight. It's always been a hard situation to have a perfect marriage in that world. And these decisions do affect people. There's no question. From closing schools. I mean, I remember some pastors and a one dear friend of our family, what he went through. You know, it was just ridiculous, but he had no control over that.
But see,
they have no control over that.
Here's the thing. What you just said, sheep. The parishioners are not sheep. They're people. And people have common sense. And they know better than you drop somebody into an environment they know no clue about. You bring somebody, like, so let's say that they're 3 states away, and all of a sudden you're going to transplant them into another community with no awareness, no knowledge, no anything. I mean, that just doesn't work without a lot of like intake prior to moving. But what the diocese is doing is
that's where the root of the church is, and not to get into an argument about religion or anything, but the church is rooted.
No, right? I'm going to make a statement. Religion.
The Roman Catholic Church is rooted, bro. It's not going to change. Come on,
religion.
Listen, bro.
Roman
Catholic Church ain't changing.
I know that.
So that's what's going to happen.
But here's the thing: religion is the business of faith. Your faith is between you and your God. Religion is the one that collects the money to say you got to do this to get there. And I think that when you put that element in, you start. Look, people are going to give what they want, do what they want, be who they are.
Oh, I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm not saying the right or wrong, but the Catholic Church is going to be the Catholic Church in how they make their decisions, right or wrong, indifferent, even in all the past sins and things of that nature. They make the decisions. All I'm trying to say is the lay people, maybe they should. I'm not disagreeing with that. You understand my point of view?
I know. I know what you're saying.
You know, you're not going to be in that mainstream of that. And I don't know if you could be. And that gets to my points. There's never been a happy marriage in the hierarchy of anything in the church itself. So actually, I'm agreeing with you if you listen to what I'm saying.
Right. I know.
It's always been that world.
Right.
And rightfully so, if they took the inputs and things like that, maybe they wouldn't be so jammed up all the time in these scenarios.
But isn't the world changing? And shouldn't there be different like attitudes and understanding? And shouldn't there be more conversation around things? I mean, I know you have too, but I've been part of things going on where stuff is just taken right out from underneath you when all of a sudden you're here, you are working plan A, and then all of a sudden, wait a minute, plan A it's not even existing anymore. We've just gotten rid of everything. And that kind of stuff just irritates you. And here you are in a position to tithe and give, regularly and attend and participate. But, and it's a big but, when the person that is in in charge of leading the flock starts to do things that just are not making sense and is against most grains, you start to say to yourself, well, what's happening here?
Well, that's why they lose members.
I know. That's
why
what's
they lose
happening.
members,
That's
right.
exactly what's happening.
Exactly. I
You
know.
know.
I clearly see your point. It's why they are losing members. And we'll go back in two pastors. One, Monsignor Dunn, who knocked on my door after my dad was in an accident.
Yeah, I know.
He thought he was going to bring him something. He was getting ready to kick me out of school because we didn't have the money in the envelope.
Right.
Okay, so that got all resolved. When my mom passed, we get another knock on the door. It's Father D. He comes in and he's there with compassion. He's there with offerings. He's there with prayers and what we can do as a community. Father Dillingham brought compassion to the St. Elizabeth that I've never seen in all my years.
Father Dillingham?
Yes.
Absolutely.
He just brought a wealth of
That's who married
things.
Patty and I. He's a great guy. He's a great man. Great, I think a world of Father D.
Absolutely. And I always said that to Father.
Chucky D. I
always said that to Father. He brought compassion to St. Elizabeth because we never saw that.
Well, here's a question, Mick.
And they need some of that right now. They need a lot of that right now. Yes, my opinion.
Why haven't we? And excuse us, folks, because we really wanted it. We talked about this before we brought this on air because we've got some really good people. Gary Bankos, who I know is a great shop owner and a great Catholic. He's telling everybody, hey, the same thing's going up in Harrisburg where he lives in the York area. We got Susan Dorchek, Korea, coming on. Hey, how's everybody? Susan, yeah, Korea. She's right there. We can't see you. I'm watching on the phone.
Hey, Susan.
But yeah, so hey, Sue, how you been? But the thing is that, when the rug gets pulled out from what everybody was expecting, that's when, stuff hits the fan. And you can have, like, my question is, we have an ace in the hole in this area.
Oh, absolutely.
Father Dave Murphy. David Murphy, for those you don't know, Dave Murphy, we grew up with Dave, went to school with Dave. He was a little higher up in a couple classes ahead of us. Yeah. All right. St. E's guy. And it doesn't have to be about St. E's. This isn't about St. E's. Dave is positioned from parish to parish to parish. And he's now up at St. Mary of Assumption. Dave Murphy is truly a gift. This man is unbelievable. But they will never put him in a parish to run a parish. And this is it boggles my mind because the guy is a natural leader and you want to just be with this guy. And he owns some couple cool classic cars too. I will say that. But Dave's a real good guy. Why isn't he with St. E's? Why isn't he with St. Matthew's? Why didn't he come over to corporate? Why wasn't he there to position? Why wasn't he positioned? No, they had him down St. Edmunds down at Rehoboth that has no school. Then they put him at St. Joe's in Middletown, no school. It's almost,
I don't know.
It's almost a talent that's not there.
Yeah.
So I question this. I question this, and it just irritates the hell out of me.
Well, that's good that we're having this discussion, and what's so cool about this is that maybe others that through this bad decision, and there's no doubt in my mind it's worse.
I think it's a bad decision. I think it's a bad decision.
Worst decision I ever seen St. Elizabeth made.
I think it's a bad decision.
It kind of, and I'm going back not to date myself, but I always remember when Father Roberto bought St. Anthony's in the Hills, and he spent, I think it was $60-some thousand on that parcel out there. I think it was somewhere around there. Everybody said, "Oh, Father, he made a bad mistake." Coming out, he was a genius. That was a genius. On the flip side, it'll be just a terrible decision for the school, terrible for activities and special events. And I know the community is very upset. Because you speak of aces, there ain't no better ace than Joe Pip.
Joe Pip is
solid if the day's long.
Yep.
Everything's ever done.
And Joe wasn't given a fair chance, I don't think, to be part of the new vision. And the new vision is, well, all right, I'm going to say something. Joe and I had talks about, and where we talk Votech, where the Catholic school can be a Votech. And guys who are in the automotive, I presented an automotive situation to them where they can have auto tech at a school. So when I learned about this new pathways, about how they're bringing in business business classes and higher or more intense classes for business, mathematics or science, almost like a STEM situation. And that's the way that they're going to want to go, is into these intense classes. And Mick, I'm going to be curious where the money comes from for this and what they're going to be able to do. And the second thing for St. E's is they're going to have to make a decision whether they want to be a high school or they want to be a grade school. One or the other. I think one or the other has to go.
Oh, yeah. See, I don't.
Because the campus isn't big enough if they wish to blow it up. Go big. And that's just a thought. So,
Well, I still think there's a niche for St. Elizabeth's community, the school, and it's an institution. It's an institution in Newcastle County. It's an institution for the community, the neighborhoods, and
it is. I think it's going to have a new. It's just going to have a new way of being that face. And I think that, I think the high school. I think there's great teachers. You get a great education, and it's college prep all the way. However, there's so much competition nowadays, whether you're a student athlete or whether you're just, you really want to go, high end talent, I guess, or curriculum. But there is room, but they have to go a different path. To do that is going to take some change. What irritated me was I think Joe is the guy that can make that change and have that change as long as they work together. This was, to me, the timing was bad. It was abrupt. And now someone's going to backtrack and go to all the parishioners and all of the supporters. And go, hey, you got to believe it. Well, I've been down that road before. And, I'm not doing that again. There's no way. There's no way.
It just baffles me. And I see it a little different. I see it as a power play. I mean, if the guy knew, he knew, or I just don't understand the whole inner dynamic of someone of that level, how that all has to happen. You know what I mean? Because
I think the diocese, once they make their mind up, man, it's like,
I don't know. I just see it like how I say it.
Here's the old adage, Mick: slow to hire, quick to fire. And that's exactly what happened when you make your mind up.
But you don't see, no matter what this is a bothersome thing, because we don't know all the inner workings. We don't. But if our hunches are right, and we just think it like this, because knowing how Joe is, if there was any change, he'd just come out and say, "Hey, man, I'm moving on after June 30th."
I think he'll be professional.
Well, that's what I said. He would say that. He would do that. But this is just not right.
I think,
in the whole situation.
I don't think. No, it's not right. It's not right.
Nobody deserves that, and especially a guy like that who gave his life for that school and that parish. I mean, it's just beyond belief. It's really upsetting to me. It's very upsetting.
It's saying to a lot.
I'm not very, look, I know Joe growing up and stuff like that, but it's not like we go out to dinner 3 times a month, 4 times a year. All I know, that guy's a solid person in the community. He was a solid trooper, a solid marshal, a solid sports figure, solid AD leader, and certainly a solid president of St. Elizabeth's school.
And I had a block for his ass when we were playing ball together.
Oh God, you had to bring that up. You had to bring that up. Joe, that's one reason why you put your football, because when I missed that block, you're on one side, I was on the other.
Oh yeah.
Corky Falkowski blamed me. Boy, did he blame me.
I didn't have any miss. No one got past me.
I think that's the most time he ever did anything. He got right in my. You want to talk about problems down? Everybody sees problems. Everybody will sue everybody. Let me tell you about that conversation and my neck.
Oh yeah.
Right, wrong, or different. That's the way it is.
We're going deep down that rabbit hole. So anyway, look, we hope
you have a fist fight now. They want to call into trauma units.
There you go. That's it.
Everybody's bad. It's all.
So hopefully things get resolved. We hope the best for what happens to St. E's, the school, and everybody that's involved with it. All families. We do know that there's a lot of really hard feelings right now going through the whole community. With what Father DeBow is his name, right? He's if I understood correctly, he's a Conrad graduate, right?
Oh, okay.
This is what I heard. This is what Kevin Kelly, was telling me.
Yeah, I must
yesterday.
I might not be listening.
So,
I got there late.
You did.
I did get there late.
Now, for folks that don't know, we have a monthly breakfast meeting amongst very distinguished individuals. 2 of them here right now that we talk about. We talk a lot about more than what we would talk about on air.
Distinguished.
Yeah. So,
That's all I got about the Smash Brother.
you know, but yeah, we actually, I don't know how many world problems we solve, but we solve a lot of them at that breakfast, and it's really great.
Oh, it's awesome, man, and we do it for honor.
Yeah,
yeah.
So hopefully, like I said, things will get resolved. We can always report back, but outside of that, what else is new, man?
Well, a lot of things are new. We got some functions heading on coming up. We got a golf trip coming up in May.
Yeah,
we got that planned. I think we're up to 14 golfers with that. That'll be the Ocean City tour where we'll play Lighthouse Sound, Runts Point. I think Man of War Admiral, one of those courses, and then Baywood on the way home, right? Mm-hmm. And then I got a couple trips lined up with Dano. We're talking about April. We're heading to Orlando to golf, Florida, Orlando area, and then May or March I'll be in Myrtle Beach for a week. Everybody always says you got to have a generous uncle, right? Well, we have a generous uncle in our family, Uncle Jay. Uncle Jay, he is a Southern brother. I love that man dearly, and so he rents out a house for the family, and stocks it full of booze and stuff like that. Everybody comes down, plays golf, swim. It's a monster house.
It's good.
Yeah. Then we're going to see our good friends Tim and Kylie, right, and Paige and Cheryl. They're the ones that think that we could get us on the Smash Brothers on that tour down there in Louisville. This early June. Something's going on.
Is that the Bourbon Tour? The Bourbon Tour?
I don't know. They got a tournament.
Got to do a one of the things that's a bucket list is got to do a Bourbon Tour.
We're hoping to get some tickets with that.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, how's the known capital?
Oh man, known capital's doing well, man. Mikey just made a couple commercials. And he cracks me up. He wanted this song for his commercial. I don't know. We're all saying, don't use it. Then he uses it. Then he second guess. Mike, don't second guess yourself. You put your commercial out. It was a good commercial. And then you had a real estate commercial with my cousin Earl. That was a hoot too. Your Earl's always with you when you own your house. But he's busy. He's been busy.
Good.
Good work coming up. Yeah, got 3 projects and we finished up 4. And he just finished up his big project. The house is on the market, and they're trying to break through the ranks out there at Limestone Acres. Them houses usually go for $450, $475. They did that work in there. Now they put it on the market for $5.
That's good.
So hopefully that'll go. You know, even when this market, things got to move. Right?
Debbie Hack and Mary Beth Hempel are online.
Hey, there you go.
How are you guys?
All right.
We're just here just talking away. We just finished a great conversation over the St. E's situation, and a little bit of entertainment's going around in the area. We're here on. Well, we don't have a set schedule. We're not that. No. We're not that pro yet. And with the lives that you and I, we just get together and get on there and talk it up a little bit. So we appreciate everybody who has been hanging in there with us. We did a pretty good show. Not bad today.
No, not for everything's all going on with everybody. Different things. Right. Smash Brother here is still hanging tough with his parents, making sure they're all situated. Yeah. And taking care of him and his sister. I mean, it's just great to see all that. I mean, my parents were a little older, so naturally we went all through that, and I'm there for the Smash Brother anytime, man. Good man right there. Good man right there.
We're all just trying to get through, and if you follow me here, that's
well, give yourself some credit, Smash Brother. You're taking you and your sister are anchoring the business, taking care of your parents, running 2 major facilities for auto mechanics. Yeah. Great name in the community as far as building up your contributions and pay it forward. That's big in that Buckley's Auto Care world, paying it forward. And I'm learning that myself, as helping out my son's new business. Yeah. And you pay it forward. My favorite thing you always said is sometimes you have to pay the band. And you listen to those words. Sometimes you have to pay the band to dance.
Yeah.
And you pay things forward, you get it out there, and you make life move forward. You do that hell of a job of that, Smash.
No, thank you, brother.
Absolutely.
Doing what most will do, and just trying to keep things going. But it's been interesting. It's been an interesting time. I like I say, I have no regrets. A journey like this, and a journey for a lot of others that have been through it, and I'm learning from from you and everyone I get to speak with, especially you. You know, we've had chats where really, really down to earth and real deep, real deep. And you know,
it's good to have those relationships.
Yeah, it is. I mean, that's true. And whether it's on the golf course, whether it's playing cards, whether it's you know, going to a show, you need those breaks. You need that relief.
Damn right.
And you got to escape. And the biggest thing is you have to understand that this is what life's about. Everything has to come to an end at some time. You have to learn how to migrate through or mitigate it and go through it. So, you know, it's like I tell people, you know, it's my time. It's the time of what I'm going to go through. I get it. Our parents are young. This is something that's all new. You know, you figure youth is forever. It's not. You just got to understand it and move along with it. So
and keep everybody afloat.
Yeah. Yep. Keep everybody afloat.
That's huge.
Yep.
That's huge, man.
Yep.
And keep supporting Buckley's Auto Care out there, man. You know what I mean? They do great service and repairs and big in Millsboro. That's all I hear. You know,
Millsboro's doing well.
It's unbelievable what that team's
Millsboro's doing well. We're really proud of the guys
for a new facility.
Yeah, we're a year and a half old, and the team down there: Matt, Jackson, Jackie, Jeremiah, Austin, Lucian, and Jake. All of them are doing just a fantastic job for us. And I'm telling you, in a time like this, and I've had private chats with a lot of colleagues. The biggest thing that you can do is be as transparent as possible. Whether you have a small business or whether you're dealing with your family, be open and be transparent in what's taking place, and let them know that you know what your schedule is, what you're going through. Makes it a heck of a lot easier and a lot less stressful when you keep all that in and you don't tell anybody what's happening. From a small business perspective, you really can lose your teams because they're guessing and no one's talking to them, and you're letting things slip by. So keeping up to them has really been important, and they're doing a one hell of a job. So you know, it's something. So hey, Lex, how you doing, Lex? My brother-in-law Lex is coming in from California.
Oh yeah,
there
he is. You got a question? Anything? Who you want in the Super Bowl? Who does he like in the Super Bowl?
I don't. Well, he's San Fran, so he's got. I mean, he's got to be for San Francisco.
Well, you know, that's a great story too. And you know, to talk about these stories, you know, like we've talked about the impact of Taylor Swift into the NFL and the Swifties and everything.
Yeah,
it's taken away from so many good, like you know, more in-depth stories like Brock Purdy. I mean, that guy
Brock Purdy. It was Mr. Insignificant.
There he is.
And there he is.
This guy in the draft.
I know. But let's say this.
It's just a great miracle. I mean,
it is
the Super Bowl.
So
it's America. That's America. Right there's an example of what America is.
But let's look at this way.
Great job.
All right, with the Taylor Swift, all right, you have more women watching sports now. You have more youth watching football. Owners are making more money.
Oh, I love it. It's great.
This will be the most watched Super Bowl ever. Right?
Ever.
Now, if the Chiefs win, you know it's all going to be about Chiefs, Taylor and Travis. Now, if
and all the other players I know.
If the Niners win, who's it going to be about? Brock Purdy.
Well, I think
that story will be prominent.
Well, I think that would be prominent, and it kind of got that guy as a leader. You know, the last thing he wants is any attention. That's what's so cool about this dynamic of these stories. You know, and I'm not saying nothing bad about their dynamic, not at all. But there's a guy that would run away from that and make sure others get it before himself. And, you know, that's what's so cool about this cat. You know what I mean? And he's just such a great quarterback. And he's going to be a great quarterback. He's going to be up there with Mahomes. I mean, Mahomes sets the record right now. You know, he's the man.
Mahomes is special.
Oh, who's better than Patrick?
How he gets out of situations and he sees the field. And it's just incredible.
Just to watch his gracefulness.
He's very smooth, very smooth.
His moves are nice, man.
Yep. And it's hard to. There's nobody out there that plays the game like he does at that position that I can see.
And my son knows Pacheco because he went to Rutgers, and when Mike was security in between professional baseball seasons, his buddy Reds had a bar up there. Well, it was called Reds, and they met up playing semi-pro ball here in Delaware. And Mike, we became good friends with, in the bar scene, I should say. And he would bring his entourage in and everything, have his private party. So it was pretty cool. Mike come home, all pumped up. They'd see him on TV. And so we were rooting for him too. We're rooting for him. Big Red. Always got to root for our guy Andy Reid.
Oh yeah. I still like Andy. I think he's like we started off the show. I think he's a goat, man.
He
do.
Is, man.
You know, so
well respected.
But Purdy is pretty good. Yeah, Gary, that's right. Purdy is pretty good. You know, there's no question. If you look at their mannerisms and the way they walk, they almost have a similar type body type to them. You know, where they're smallish, like slinky. I guess that'd be a good way to describe it.
Yeah, that's true. And
you know,
and what's getting dangerous too is Purdy's getting in love with his legs.
Oh yeah,
you know where
he's
got that dimension going on where Patrick has that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's another weapon that Kansas City's D got to zero in on, because look at what he did in that Lions game. My God.
Oh yeah. Well, I mean, you are looking at somebody who I feel can be the next Joe Montana for San Francisco.
Oh,
the way
I would agree with that.
That team puts everything on his back. If you had a 2-minute drill, Purdy's name has got to be up in the top 3 or 4 to say, hey, I would take this guy in 2 minutes to win the game, because he's just that shifty.
I was happy for Christian out there getting offensive player of the year.
Oh, thank God he got out of Carolina.
Yeah, that was good. He got that award.
He did too.
Yeah, great. Yeah, and he had some nagging injuries. You know, and there's another guy that just grinds, sets the tone to just grind it out and be there. You know.
Yep.
So it's going to be a good matchup, Smash Brother. I'll be honest with you, brother. It's been a great Sunday.
Oh,
Smash
we
Brother,
got people
Super
coming
Sunday.
on. We got Dina Casali coming in.
Get out of here. Hey,
Tracy,
happy
Debbie
Super
Hack.
Sunday.
Right.
Happy Super Sunday. I got to get them ribs on that Traeger. No ribs.
And to Tracy Kirkpatrick. Tracy, thanks so much for last night. Patty and I had a wonderful evening with her and her husband Mike and 2 other friends.
Fantastic.
right on the Elk River. And oh
nice.
my God, what a view. Tracy, that was sweet. It was sweet. Thank you so much.
Beautiful.
There's Rocky Ryder coming in from the left coast. I don't know what Rocky's what his favorite thing is going to be today. Who's it going to be? Is it going to be San Fran, the California squad, or are we going Midwest with KC? So, Rocky, thanks for joining in, man. We've had a great show. We're close to an hour, bro.
We're going.
Yeah, we're in new territory. We're in new territory.
We're getting there. We're grinding it out to
That's
get 60 minutes. That's our goal. That was our goal. Get 60 in. Get 60 in.
We're going to get 60
we're still
in.
talking and
Well, Gary now
no joke intended.
Now see, Gary wants to become a Smash brother. Gary, all right, we're Gary Bankos.
Okay.
Gary, you're officially a Smash brother, right?
Okay. Hey, you're the great pool. You gave the blessing.
I gave the blessing.
There's a lot of things come with SB1. Smash Brother 1. You get a lot of that. You want to give a blessing and deem somebody.
There you go.
Deem them all in.
Where's the holy oil? Let's get the holy oil. We'll get this right here. Oh, that would probably be a bourbon.
Yeah. That's what we have to do that over our bourbon.
Yeah, we should have had a toast today. We didn't bring
it. Yeah. I know. Well,
it's still good though. It's going on 2:21. We had 2 minutes left. We got to stretch it out. We'll hit that hour mark. Gary's love you both. Debbie's going overtime pay.
Overtime pay. Let's get it.
Wait,
more ribs.
Get that union contract out. Overtime pay.
I know good negotiators.
You do too.
Good negotiators.
Oh man. So this week's going to bring a lot. It's Monday. It's a full week again.
Yeah.
We got John. See John Patterson comes on board with 1:30 left to go. JP,
hey, man,
how you doing, my friend? JP.
There's a guy should be a mediator.
That guy right there. Yeah.
He needs to mediate all this.
Yes, he does.
Get in there, JP.
JP, you got to work some magic, my friend. Work some magic, right? St. E's, right? We know what's going on. So. If you hadn't enjoyed JP, we've been talking everything from golf to football to the St. East situation. All here, we've gone local, we've gone national, we've gone up and down everywhere.
The only thing we haven't talked about was Taylor on the plane to Japan, coming from Japan.
Yeah, she arrived last night, didn't she?
I don't know. I have no idea. Let me tell you something. After that round, Mike and I went to Shalene's, got a beer, some wings, and he got a burger. I got a chicken cheesesteak. We went to bed. Didn't wake up till 9 o'clock this morning. He didn't get out of bed till like 11:30.
That's rare, man, because you guys like pound
Well,
the food and
we
Oh,
do,
yeah,
but
we're
it was.
tired.
I think that chill, and that round was 4.5 hours, and it's a half hour down, half hour back. But I'll tell you what, the weather folks were wrong yesterday, at least at Patriots Glen.
I don't even know what
it was cold, damp, and it rained. It rained.
I don't even know what a club feels like anymore. I haven't picked up a club in months. Months.
I know, Smash Brother.
Months.
We got it. We maybe when the weather warms up in the last.
Yeah, I'm in a holding pattern, you know.
Yeah.
So I gotta
get out for 9.
We'll 9 holes would be wonderful.
Get out for 9, Smash Brother.
Maybe
on Smash Brother 2. On Smash Brother 2.
All right.
On Smash Brother.
I'll take up on that one.
Absolutely.
9 holes.
A nice street. 9 holes.
Where at?
Del Castle.
North or south? Del
Castle. It don't matter, man.
Mulligans?
It don't matter. Hey, matter of fact, I was supposed to get a second ticket for the Tedeschi Truck Show for Saturday night. I'm heading south for Franny's at the Room.
Okay.
You want to advertise that real quick? We got a couple of minutes
Well,
left.
yeah, sure.
There's isn't there like some talent show or something that they're having down at the Room, $25, and you buy your beverages and everything, and then the local bands are coming on.
Is that this weekend?
I believe, because we're
schedule.
going to be in Atlantic City for Valentine's Day to see the Tedeschi Truck Show.
Right.
Friday, Saturday, they're taking the ferry back over. I'm coming north, making a stop at our first annual memorial tournament to Mr. Vinny DeSabatino, Mr. Brad Gilbert, and Mr. Albert Campanelli. That tournament's in their honor. Tommy Cap is doing a fantastic job getting the word out, organizing. Cap got the tournament. Everybody's bringing a covered dish or something. The bar's open, Giuseppe Verdi. So if we want to stop over there, have a tribute to 3 fallen great men, come on over to Giuseppe Verdi on Saturday. And
you don't have to be Italian.
But you don't have to be.
But it helps.
No, just go in there, have a drink, raise your glass for good memories, good times. You'll see a lot of people. That Cap did a great job. I think they got 6 teams in the tournament.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. So I'm going to stop there and then head south for that show. Come back and then go to the Flash.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we're moving, bro. We got events.
We got
to stay up on current events. We got a lot of sponsorships, so we got to help our people out.
Yeah, and Unknown Capital and Buckley's Oregon, we sponsor the Smash Brothers, right?
Absolutely, 100%,
100%.
Oh yeah,
so out of pocket stuff.
Yeah, it's all great. It's all good.
We need to put our logos up there somewhere.
Yeah, people know.
They know.
You want a good paint job? You call Michael. He's going to give you a great paint job. It's going to cost you a little bit, but you're going to get top quality paint. You're going to get a great product. And if it's not right, you got any complaints, we're going to fix it. That's it. And people are going to show up, go to work. They're going to not tear your house up, and they're going to leave. They're going to come in and leave, and that's what they do. And thank you for your.
I will test it. Yeah, I mean they
so
came
much,
in the house here. They did a great job painting all the rooms while we were away, and nothing was missed. Everything was taken care of, and great job, excellent job.
Yeah.
In fact, I might have to bring them back and do the porch this year.
All right,
Yeah.
all right.
So
square that up.
Yeah. All right. Well, look, we've passed our hour. We did an hour show, brother.
God bless America. There you go. There you go. It's a Super Sunday for
Super Sunday, doubled up. Normally we're a half hour, but now we went to a double. And we want to thank everybody for coming on board with us today and having some fun. We'll get to know how these comments work because I can't seem to figure that out. But we'll get there. In the meantime, we see everybody coming in. Jerry McGinnis. Jerry came in. Yeah, she was up there watching. So
bless.
You know, good for her. I hope you mugs are doing well. I hope you're feeling better too, because I know you got some of your own things going on for yourself. So we'll say some thoughts and prayers for you. Get you maybe get it live on here somehow. We'll figure all this stuff out.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen. Have a great Sunday, Super Bowl Sunday. Hope your team wins, but if they don't, you're still going to wake up tomorrow morning, right?
And you're going to have a good party.
And you're going to have a party in between. So don't worry about it. All right, man. Till next time, we'll check. We'll see you later.
Smash Brothers out.
There you go.